Hey guys, and a very happy and healthy 2022 to each and every one of you. I'd like to thank you today for joining me for another Christmas / birthday haul. And I hope your year is off to a good start, just as mine is. So, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and got lots of presents. I hope Santa spoiled you, as he certainly spoiled me. I got a few very cool things that I wanted to show you guys today. The first being this very boring little white box. So this is actually it's called a dummy battery, and it's for my camera that I use for streaming and filming. And why it's cool is basically instead of having to charge my batteries up and use them while I'm sitting near a PowerPoint and that kind of thing, it actually is a fake battery. Looks a lot like a regular battery like this one, except I want to say it's hollow, but I assume there's something on the inside. But it's not a real battery, and it has cables coming off of it, off the bottom here. And there's a little flap on the battery compartment on my camera. And basically what it lets me do is, when combined with another part that I also got for Christmas, lets me to run my camera off mains power instead of battery power, which is incredibly handy for doing long form content and streaming. It's been incredibly useful so far for streaming. I've been streaming basically every weekend, and prior to Christmas I was streaming a lot also, and every 3 to 4 hours I would have to swap my camera battery over midstream because it was running out, it was flat. So luckily I do have two actual batteries, and I would always have one charge, so it was maybe a minute or so of me just fiddling around in the camera, changing the battery. But this little dummy battery DC coupler, it's called, has been a godsend. So now I just run the camera off the mains power instead, and I've still got those batteries for when I want to shoot outside of this room. I could have gotten one many years ago, however I wasn't streaming heaps, so it wasn't really worth it. And it's a little annoying to purchase these because, number one, the dummy battery itself only costs maybe $30, so that's pretty cool, right? However, it doesn't come with the cable to plug the dummy battery into the mains, and that cable costs about $100 or so. So it's a wee bit of a scam if you ask me, but I have to assume that you can use the cable with multiple Panasonic camera accessories and not just the dummy battery, so they sort of sell the other accessories cheaply and then put the price up of the cable that everyone needs, which I guess is good business, but pretty rough for the consumer. So yeah, that was really cool. The only other issue I have with it is I don't think the cable / power brick side of it exists for Australian plugs, which means I have to have it plugged into an adapter constantly, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's just a bit of a pain. It's like another thing that I have to carry around if I like want to move this setup or what have you. So yeah, but it has been very helpful, streamlined a lot of my process for filming and streaming, so that's really cool. So thank you to my parents for gifting me that. Next up I got a bit of a retro game, I guess you'd call this one. I got Mario Kart Double Dash for the Nintendo GameCube, and I was a bit hesitant to get this one for a while. This and Super Smash Bros. Melee, I've thought very long and hard about getting because I do like having the high rated necessary, or not necessary, but like must have games on each console. So like I've got a lot of cool Nintendo Wii games that I still have to show you guys, and a lot more GameCube games that I've been collecting to show off. But Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash Bros., they're most fun multiplayer, and I don't really get many GameCube multiplayer games because really the ones I was mostly interested in on the GameCube were the first party, like single player adventures like Luigi's Mansion and the Pokemon GameCube games and that kind of thing. Plus like Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. And Mario Party are all pretty expensive. In the end, I decided that Mario Kart I can still have fun with single player. Mario Party is probably a bit too expensive for my liking, and I'm probably honestly not really going to sit down and play Mario Party on the GameCube at this stage in my life. And same with Super Smash Bros. Melee. I prefer Ultimate. I'm not a competitive Smash player, so I don't need my own copy of Melee or anything like that. But Mario Kart Double Dash, I think, is great fun. So I'm going to play that for a while. It's a pretty dirty copy, if I'm being honest. Like, it's obviously pre-owned, since there's not a lot of first party, or not first party, but first hand, new copies of Mario Kart Double Dash going around these days. But it can go into my pile of games that I'm going to clean up as a video on channel. There's a few simple ones where it's just got like marks like here. Bit of sticker goop that'll come off pretty easy. It says, double the fun, take all the crazy action of the celebrated Mario Kart series and multiply it by 2. In Mario Kart Double Dash, each kart holds 2 races that can switch places at any time, so choose from a huge cast of favourites and pair them up any way you see fit. And they're actually using a font that I've used before on the channel. You probably can't tell the difference, but it's like Berlin Sans or something. It's a pretty neat font. You would only recognise it if you've specifically used it, I think, in things like specifically selected it for things like projects I have. But yeah, so no Smash Brothers, no Mario Party, but I decided that Mario Kart I would like. And I think that's about it for GameCube games that I want to collect now. So any day now I should find the energy to get off my bum and film that GameCube game haul video that I should have done like 3 years ago at this point, I think, or 2 years ago. I did get another game off my girlfriend for Christmas. This one's a bit more of a modern title, and it is Bug Snacks for the PlayStation 4. I got the physical edition, which I had to wait almost an entire year for, because I don't have a PS5 and I didn't want to buy it digitally. I like collecting physical games, and this one took a long time to come out physically after the digital release. So Bug Snacks is, I've heard it's very good. It says, welcome to Snacktooth Island, home of the Bug Snacks. They're the most delicious thing in the world. So good you won't mind having hot dogs for hands. You're here to interview the missing explorer Elizabeth Megafig. But to do that, you'll need to make friends, feed them lots of bug snacks, and solve the mysteries of the island before the leads expire. This is the first time I'm actually realising I don't have a lot of idea what this game is about. But we've got some sort of like Muppet looking characters here, which I think look super cute. And one of my close friends insists that it's a very good game, but they basically played it start to finish in a very short amount of time. I've heard great things about it from other sources as well. I wish I could tell you more about it, but I was so excited to get into it that I never actually looked up much information about it. But it does look like the kind of game that I'll thoroughly enjoy once I get my PlayStation 4 set back up. So yeah, I was very excited to finally get that one after waiting so patiently for the physical release for the PlayStation 4. Very keen to play that one. One of the other cool things that I got for Christmas was this pretty neat wooden colour block puzzle. It came in this box that was incredibly hard to get the puzzle out, so I don't know if that was maybe part of the puzzle itself, but it was in there well and good. It says the aim is to separate the wooden pieces. Can you rebuild the puzzle? It's got a little cardboard box, and this is the puzzle itself. I am very hesitant to start playing with this one because I think taking it apart will be easy, but I think the hard part is putting it back together, and when I can't get it back together, I'm just going to have loose bits of wood sitting everywhere. Oh, it's starting to come apart. I got this off my aunt, who has given me a little puzzle like this for the past couple of years. Last year, I believe, I got these metal rings, these 3 metal rings, and you had to twist them to try and get them apart and then back together. Spent like a couple of days on that one, and that was actually pretty fun. It was very nice, sort of just chilling out and twisting some puzzle pieces in my hands like that while I was relaxing, like fidget toys kind of thing. But yeah, this is very nicely made. It reminds me a lot of this puzzle set I've got called the Sherlock, which is like a big box, and then it has little sticks like this that you have to try and work into the box, into slots in the box, and they only go in particular ways. But I can absolutely see this falling apart and never going back together. So I'm very hesitant to start taking that apart on purpose. But yeah, that was a little cool. That was a little cool. It was very cool. I like getting little gifts like that. And then in terms of other stuff that I got for Christmas, I don't have a whole lot of physical things at the moment. I got some Pimm's liqueur, or Pimm's like alcohol that you cut with lemonade. Got that off my sister. It's my favourite drink at the moment. And then I got some like gift cards and a bit of money, and some stuff just to help me out, buy some furniture for like the new house, obviously. So that was really nice. I was very thankful for that. And it's not about the physical things either. It's about like, spending time with the family, and so yeah, it was really nice. I got pretty much everything that I wanted, like a couple of games that I wanted. Like I'm getting up there now, so I don't really have time to play every single new release, so I don't get every single game. But there are some that stick out that I do want. I didn't end up getting Diamond or Pearl, since I think I'm actually going to give those a skip. I sort of waited to see how I'd feel if I wanted to play them as they've been out for a bit longer, and I just haven't had that draw. So I think I might either never get them or just get them way down the line where I'm sure they'll still be the same price. And that'll be more for collection's sake than like playing, if I had to guess. So yeah, that was cool. And then I had a birthday recently as well. My birthday, not someone else's birthday. And there's only a couple of things I wanted for that. So I got the Blu-ray extended cut of Halloween Kills, which includes an alternate ending. Very special. I really enjoyed Halloween 2018. I've seen, I want to say, maybe 50% of every Halloween movie. And that's not to say that I've seen half of every Halloween movie. I've seen 50% of the amount of Halloween movies that there are, if that makes sense. That's the worst way to say it. I wasn't super impressed with the original, which is a bit of a hot take. And I always find it funny how in like the remakes and the sequels and 2018 and Halloween Kills, that Laurie is like, Michael's after me, he's out to get me, like I created a monster. And then if you go back and watch the first movie, he only kills about 3 people and Laurie just happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I think her ego does tend to get the better of her a bit in these movies. And it's also funny just the reputation that he has. Everyone's like, he's a monster, he kills people in cold blood. And it's like, okay, he killed his sister when he was a kid, and then he killed 3 teenagers in the original movie. It's not great, obviously, not a good thing to kill people, but is that really like monstrous? Is 4 people over the course of a full like life cycle, is that monster material, or is it just like unhinged murderer? So I think there's some questionable things about the Halloween series, but as I said, I did enjoy 2018. I think the problem with Halloween Kills is the same problem that I had with Return of the Jedi, The Last Jedi, and other movies like that where you know it's going to be a trilogy, and the second part, I never like the second part as much as the first or the last. The first one always feels like it can stand on its own if you don't see the other 2 parts. The third one, wraps up the other 2, but without the third part being out, the second one is always a bit of a letdown, especially this one, because the new Halloween trilogy, as far as I know, takes place on the same night. Apparently there might be a time jump in the third one, but as far as I knew, it was all happening in the same night. And yet, just the second in a trilogy can never stand on its own, because especially if it follows on like immediately after the first movie, like this one does. This is minutes after the end of the first one. So if you haven't seen the first one, you're like, what the hell happened at the end of the first movie? And then you don't have a satisfying conclusion because the third one's not out yet. So I think we should maybe, I don't know, it's hard. I don't want to say we should stop releasing films as like trilogies, because then we lead to not being able to tell stories unless we put out like a 4-hour, 5-hour film. But see, to me, like every Harry Potter movie, they're technically sequels, right? And same as Star Wars, they're sequels, except for 8. Every movie, even though it follows on from every other movie, they can stand on their own. Within each Harry Potter movie is a self-contained adventure, and yeah, there's an overarching story, right? And same as Star Wars for the most part. Every movie is its own self-contained adventure with the overarching story, except for 8. Because nothing really happened in 8 that, like, was a self-contained adventure that didn't draw from 7 or lead into 9 poorly. But then you have movies like, Last Jedi, Halloween Kills. I want to say like the Hobbit movies didn't need to be a trilogy either. Anyway, there's got to be a better solution, That's my mini review of Halloween Kills. I'm sure one day I'll do a horror movie club of the actual trilogy, where I'll go into more detail about the movie itself. I don't want you to think that I didn't enjoy this movie, because it was pretty good. I really do like the gritty new, old man Michael Myers, and the kills look really gory, and I think now he has, legendary monster status. Yeah, definitely the third one's going to make or break this one. So that'd be cool. Another gift that I'm getting soon but haven't received yet for my birthday is Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm really keen for that game, like way more than Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. It's gotten so much flack online, and honestly, like, every time I see a new video about it, I look forward to it more and more. I think it looks great. I think it looks really chill. I can't wait to play it in bed. Like, just chilling, just catching some Pokemon with my ancient Apricorn Pokeballs. I think that'd be really cool. And it comes out in a week and a half, I think, ish. Like 13 days maybe, so 2 weeks. And I'm very excited for it. And I'm very thankful that my girlfriend could get me that as a gift in advance. And yeah, I'm super excited to play Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think it'll be a great time. We probably won't do any content on it on the channel. I did say that about Breath of the Wild, but yeah, I think I want to play that one for myself. And we'll just continue doing the Pokemon Nuzlocke, so yeah, I'm excited for when that comes out. And the last gift that I got for my birthday, which I was very excited for, were these lovely wireless earbuds. This is my first pair of wireless earbuds. I don't have AirPods or anything like that. I actually opted to get a Sony brand wireless earbuds. They are the Sony I can't remember the model number. It's WHF1000XM3s or something like that. Let's have a look. Is that on there? Oh, there we go. WF1000XM3. So they have their own little charging case, which is very sleek, just black, a little bit of rose gold, and a charging light to tell me that they're charging. They've got a little magnetic snap kind of thing there. Keep it in place and engage the charging. Very handy. And I like the shape of them. So, like, AirPods tend to stick out, like they have really long tails, I like to call them. These ones sort of just sit in your ear, and you've just got like a little black piece sitting in your ear. And these are actually not the most recent model. The most recent model are the XM4s, and they cost about $150 on top of what I was already paying for these. And I decided that, you know what, I don't need top of the line for these ones. I'm going to get the previous model, save myself or my parents a large sum of money, and still be happy with them because I think these are a pretty great product. The reason I got Sony ones was because I really like these headphones that I've got on at the moment. And these are the, so basically, these are the XM4s in the headphones, and these are the XM3s in the earphones, or the headbuds, or earbuds. So like these are the wireless versions, these are the wireless earbud versions of this headphone set, but the model previous, if that makes sense. And I'm just so happy with these headphones. They are so comfy. I wear them like for hours every day when I'm working at the computer, when I'm playing games, and I'm on Discord with my friends. I think they're great. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to be pretty happy to get some more Sony products. And yeah, I think they're great. It's a nice matte finish, solid, bulky case. The battery lasts a fair while. The sound quality is obviously not as good as full, ear cup headphones, but it's certainly passable. It's It's got active noise cancelling, which is very effective, and they're very effective in these headphones as well. I think they're amazing. Like, I was amazed the first time I put them on, turned on the noise cancelling, and I couldn't hear the fridge or the air conditioner. Like, all that buzz just went away. I couldn't hear a single thing except what I was listening to. That was magic. So yeah, I'm very happy with these. There is one thing I don't necessarily like that much about these, and that is this big circle part here is a button, and it's very easy to press that button when you're just trying to rearrange it. And the left button turns off noise cancelling and puts on, what do they call it? Ambient noise control. So it stops noise cancelling and actually boosts the ambient noise so you can hear like traffic or what have you. And the right one is playback controls, and it's very easy to bump those. They're very sensitive. So I think that's like the only minor issue that I have with these Sony WF-1000XM3 headphones. But they actually have another feature that I do like, and that is as soon as you take them out of the case, they automatically pair with your phone, which is great. I can actually change what the function of pressing those buttons does using the app. So if it gets too annoying, I might just change the buttons to do nothing. And then it automatically disconnects when I put them back in. They also have a neat feature which these headphones have as well, which is if it senses that you take them off, it'll actually pause whatever's playing, which can be good. However, with these ones, I've turned that feature off because if I'm taking one headphone out to talk to someone, I don't necessarily want whatever's playing to pause in my other ear. Like, that can just keep playing, and if I want it to pause, I'll just pause it manually. But I think it's very clever. It is very clever to me that they can sense when you're taking it off and pause what you're listening to. So yeah, I was very happy with those. Nice little bargain treat for myself. And before we wrap up, I did actually get a late extra gift a few days after filming this video. My good friend got me a purple, even though you can't really tell because of the lighting, a purple PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. I don't have a PlayStation 5, but I do use controller for a lot of PC games. And the PS5 controller in particular I think is quite comfortable and has a lot of interesting features like haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. And he knows that purple is my favourite colour. So when he saw this, he decided to pick one up for me, which was very unexpected, but very appreciated. It's a very thoughtful gift. I've never actually held a PlayStation 5 controller that I can remember. So I'm going to give this bad boy a mini unboxing. Which is the best way to get it out, you reckon? It's a bit windier outside today than it was when I filmed this video originally. brand new, sleek indigo, I'd call it. Maybe violet, purple PlayStation 5 controller. It definitely looks super blue in this light, but I can assure you it's purple. It's very comfortable, actually. Like, a lot of controllers, when I have my fingers on the trigger, it puts strain sort of on this part of my hand here. Or not strain, but just, I feel like my hand never sort of conforms to the grips properly. But this feels very nice. I must say though, I'm not a huge fan of the pressable buttons in the middle of the PlayStation 4 and 5 controllers. And I do miss start and select as opposed to like flashing lights and hamburger. The buttons are like see-through, which is kind of cool. And the home button is actually the Sony symbol, or the PlayStation symbol, instead of it being like a circle button, which is kind of cool. And then this, I guess, is the microphone mute button. I thought it might light up to a different colour, but I'm not sure. And by the look of it, there's a couple of other colours available as well. There's Cosmic Red, which looks kind of nice, and I think that's the one my friend said he got for himself. And there's the traditional Midnight Black. But yeah, I really like this purple controller. And I will probably end up getting a PlayStation 5 in the future when like God of War 2 and Spider-Man 2 come out. So it's nice to know that I've already got an extra controller when that time comes. So yeah, that's very nice. And that about wraps it up. So I've gotten a lot of cool things in the last few weeks. I'm very thankful to everyone who, like everyone in my family, like not viewers or anything, I didn't get anything from viewers, but very thankful for everyone in my family and friends and all of my relationships in my life that allow me to be given such treasures, basically. Things that I will take very good care of and care about a lot. I think they're really nice. And yeah, I think that about wraps it up. I'm very interested to know what you guys got for Christmas, what cool gifts you guys got. So feel free to leave a comment telling me what you got and we can talk about that a little bit. Tell me what your favourite gift was, why it means so much to you, like I have for you guys, because I actually really dig that kind of thing. But yeah, other than that, I hope we have a very happy 2022 together. My year is already looking much better than it was like a month ago. And I'm excited to keep doing videos for you guys. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.